Welcome friends, welcome to the Knowledge Club Online. Now I am going to discuss about the eukaryotic DNA replication, the introductory part. Eukaryotic DNA replication is a conserved mechanism that restricts DNA replication to only once per cell cycle. Eukaryotic DNA replication of chromosomal DNA is central for the duplication of a cell and is necessary for the maintenance of the eukaryotic gene. DNA replication is the action of DNA polymerase synthesizing a DNA strand complementary to the original template strand. To synthesize DNA, the double-stranded DNA is unwound by DNA helicases ahead of polymerase, forming a replication fork containing two single-stranded templates. Replication processes permit the copying of a single DNA double helix into two DNA helices, which are divided into the daughter cells at mitosis. The major enzymatic functions carried out at the replication fork are well conserved from prokaryotes to eukaryotes, but the replication machinery in eukaryotic DNA replication is a much larger complex, coordinating many proteins at the site of replication, forming the replisome. The replisome is responsible for copying the entirely of genomic DNA in each proliferative cells. This process allows for the high-fidelity passage of hereditary genetic information from parental cell to daughter cell and is thus essential to all organisms. Much of the cell cycle is built around ensuring that DNA replication occurs without errors. In G1 phase of the cell cycle, many of the DNA replication regulatory processes are initiated. In eukaryotes, the vast majority of DNA synthesis occurs during S phase of the cell cycle, and the entire genome must be unwound and duplicated to form two daughter copies. During G2, any damaged DNA or replication errors are corrected. Finally, one copy of the genome is segregated to each daughter cell at mitosis or M phase. These daughter copies each contain one strand from the parental duplex DNA and one nascent antiparallel strand. This mechanism is conserved from eukaryotes to prokaryotes to eukaryotes and is known as semi-conservative DNA replication. The process of semi-conservative replication for the site of DNA replication is a fork-like DNA structure, the replication fork, where the DNA helix is open or unwound, exposing unpaired DNA nucleotides for recognition and base pairing for incorporation of free nucleotides into DNA double-stranded DNA. Now, the eukaryotic DNA replication protein list of major proteins involved in eukaryotic DNA replication. First is AND1 protein. Its function is loads DNA polymerase alpha onto chromatin together with CMG complex on the lagging strand, also known as CTF4 in budding yeast. Next is CDC45, required for initiation and elongation steps of DNA replication. A part of the MCM2 to 7 helicase complex required after pre-RC step for loading of various proteins for initiation and elongation. The next one is CDC45 MCMGINS CMG complex, functional DNA helicase in eukaryotic cells. CDC6, required for assembly of MCM2 to 7 complex at ORC in conjunction with CDT1. The next is CDC7 DBTF4 kinase or DBTF4 dependent T kinase DDK. It's used for the protein kinase required for initiation of DNA replication, probably through phosphorylation of the many chromosomal maintenance proteins. Next is CDT1, loads a MCM2 to 7 complex on DNA at ORC in a pre-RC or lysine step, inhibited in metazones by gemellin. Next is clasping. Couple leading strand synthesis with the CMG complex helicase activity works with MRC1. After that, the CTF4 loads the DNA polymerase alpha onto chromatin together with a CMG complex on the lighting strand. Homologue in metazones is known as ANG1. Next is CDK, the cyclin-dependent kinase. Cyclin-dependent protein kinase are required for initiation of replication and for the subsequent steps. Next is DNA2, 5' flat endonuclease and helicase involved in processing Okazaki fragments. Next, DNA ligase 1 joins Okazaki fragments during DNA replication. Ligase activity also needed for DNA repair and recombination. After that, the DNA polymerase alpha, called alpha, contains primase activity that is necessary to initiate DNA synthesis on both leading and lagging strands. The next one is a DNA polymerase delta, POL-DEL, required to complete synthesis of Okazaki fragments on the lagging strand that have been started by DNA polymerase alpha. Next is DNA polymerase epsilon, POL-epsilon. The leading strand polymerase synthesizes DNA at the replication fork. Binds early at origin via DBP11 and needed to load DNA polymerase alpha. Next is DBP11, DNA replication initiation protein, loads DNA polymerase epsilon onto pre-replication complexes at origin. After that, the FEN1, 5' flap endonuclease involved in processing Okazaki fragments. Geminin, protein found in metazones and absent from yeast, binds to and activates CDT1, thereby regulating pre-replicative or initiation complex formation. Also suggested to promote pre-RC formation by binding and thus preventing CDT1 degradation. Next one is genes. Tetrameric complex composed of S1, SID5, PSF1, PSF2, PSF3 associates with a pre-replicative complex around the time of initiation and moves with replication forks during elongation step, required for elongation stage of DNA replication and may be part of the MCM helicase complex. After that, the MCM, 6 different proteins of the AAA plus ATPase family that form a hexamer in solution. This hexamer is recruited and loaded by ORC, CDC6 and CDT1 and forms a double hexamer that is topologically linked around DNA to form a salt-resistant pre-replicative complex. On replication initiation, MCM227 moves away from ORC with replication form. The MCM10, required for initiation and elongation stages of DNA replication, implicated in chromatin binding of CDC45 and DNA polymerase alpha, also required for stability of DNA polymerase alpha. Catalytic subunit in the binding is synovicii. Next one is the MRC1. Next one is MRC1, couple leading strand synthesis with the CMG complex helicase activity. Metazone homologue is known as claspin. ORC, origin recognition complex. Heterohexameric complex composed of ORC1 to ORC6 proteins binds to DNA and assembles the MCM227 complex onto chromatin together with CDC6 and CDT1. Next, proliferating cell nuclear antigen PCNA. Trimeric protein with a ring-shaped structure encloses a DNA preventing dissociation of DNA polymerase, acts as a sliding clamp for polymerase delta and epsilon, thereby improving possessivity of replicative polymerase. After that, the replication factor C, RFC, loads PCNA on prime templates and is involved in the switch between DNA polymerase alpha and the replicative polymerase delta and epsilon. Replication fork barriers RFBs bound by RFB proteins in various locations throughout the genome are able to terminate or pause replication forks, stopping progression of the replisome. The RPA, replication protein A. Heterotrimeric single-strand binding protein stabilizes single-stranded DNA and replication fork. RNase H, ribonuclease of which digests RNA hybridized to DNA involved in Okazaki fragment processing. SID2 functions in initiation of replication. Key substrate of CDK phosphorylation promotes interaction with DPV11 required for initiation of replication. SID3 functions are in initiation of replication. Key substrate of CDK phosphorylation promotes interaction with DPV11 required for initiation of replication. Next is telomerase, ribonuclear protein that adds DNA sequence TTAGGA repeats to the 3' end of the DNA strand in telomeres. Topoisomerase regulate the overwinding or unwinding of DNA. This lecture may be helpful to you. Thank you.